Wisdom for the Lee School. Do we have any, I see Mr. Sam available. Do we have any questions of Mr. Sam? I do not see anybody here for True Wisdom.
I don't have a question. I just, my main concern is, and I think he's probably fits the bill, but I want something that definitely benefits the community and especially the schools. And I see he does offer the job apprenticeship and the internship and field trip and guest speakers. And that's good because it's good to bring in people from outside into the small rural community that we are. And many of the children, students don't get to leave it, basically. So I think my questions have been answered.
I agree.
Basically.
Anybody else?
I have no questions.
Anybody else?
So, let's go ahead and discuss Pinetta. So since True Wisdom is interested in Pinetta too. So True Wisdom and both Mr. Sam Kellett have put in for the Pinetta School. And so the Pinetta School is divided up into two parcels, if you will recall. So the school itself is on one parcel, and then there is a 2-acre vacant lot, which Mr. Shadrick put in for the 2-acre vacant lot, not the school itself. So I guess first of all, the board needs to decide how they want to dispose of the Pinetta, if they want to do it jointly or consider both in separate parcels.
I would be okay doing separate.
Me as well.
Also.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and take the school first then.
Okay.
So for the Pinetta School, we had True Wisdom and Mr. Sam Kellett. Do we have any questions, concerns for the Pinetta School?
Yes, I got a question. For instance, we're not in the business of banking or real estate. And if I recall correctly, she wants the owner to finance this for $500,000.
That was not her proposal. They were paying $500,000, but were willing to increase the value with owner financing. So 500 is what they were going to put out.
500 she was going to put out.
Correct.
Okay.
That was for all three, though.
But that was all three schools.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say that I've done a lot of talking to people in the community and to my constituents, and I mean, honestly, not just District 5, but everybody that I've talked to wants to see something that will benefit the community with jobs and our students in our schools.
And,
Go ahead, Ms.
and I
Gibson.
don't think that fits the bill.
I don't either. That's just my thoughts. I think, we need to look at something that is going to be a more long-term benefit for our community.
So am I clear in the understanding that you would do not want to consider the True Wisdom proposal, that you do not feel it will benefit the community?
Have we had any discussion with True Wisdom about whether or not they were willing to separate the schools individually and take one?
I have not heard anything back.
Okay, well then I think that speaks volumes. If they were really interested in the deal, they'd be at the table.
I agree.
I don't think it's even,
Are you wanting us to rank
We
these?
just
We
arranged.
will rank them.
Okay,
We will not vote until next week.
okay.
So let's talk about so we'll put Mr. Kellett down for both the Lee School and the Pinetta School parcels. So let's talk about the 2-acre parcel, which was also Mr. Kellett and then Mr. Tyler. Oh, there he is in back.
now, Mr. Kellett, is the 2-acre parcel being separated? Does that impede the direction that you need to move forward with your plan?
Yes, ma'am, it does. And reason being is you've got some houses that are right behind the school. That property, we can have drones that are going to ideally manufacture there, take off from. And there aren't houses around that.
Okay.
And so that was, and it adds some more privacy for these different groups that'll be there. So, yeah, it is ideal.
Okay.
And that's a 50-second flight to the MOA,
Okay.
right from there. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Does anybody else have any questions for Mr. Kellett while he's at the podium?
And he's only asking for Lee and Pinetta.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Um,
Greenville is off because he had asked for it originally, so Greenville is
no,
off.
he didn't ask for it originally.
Okay,
He
Yeah.
excluded it and then he updated it totally and removed it.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I did originally, and then we
I
talked
thought
about
that's
it,
what
and
I
then
read.
I took that
It
off
was
like
not-
very, I think maybe even before you got the proposal, so.
This is the one I
Yeah.
thought it was excluded. Okay, may I ask Mr. Shadrick to step forward?
Yeah.
So obviously, we are still considering your proposal as well. You've heard Mr. Kellett speak. I know that you and I have had some conversations, but the board may have other questions for you. Are you opposed? Are you still all in? 100% interest?
My
You're-
cash offer stands, so, not to throw shade on you, but I think you're asking for like $1 for them or something. And so I'm offering actual money. So, and, I mean, there's 7 acres still attached to the school and the playground and all that area back there that he could fly a drone off of, so.
Any other questions of the board?
I would like to say that Mr. Killett's proposal has been updated to a cash amount, just if the public was not aware of that.
What is that amount, so the public would know?
It is $50,000 total for Lee and Pinetta.
Any other questions of the board?
Well, I appreciate him.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So for the 2-acre parcel, do we have a ranking? Does the board have any consideration? Are there any other questions?
I don't have any additional questions.
So that just leaves Greenville.
So how would the board like to proceed in ranking the proposals for the 2-acre parcel?
Well, I mean, for me personally, I feel like the proposal from Mr. Kellett is a long-term benefit for the community as a whole. So if the 2-acre parcel is going to impede what he is looking to do, then, you know, we need to take that into consideration. So
I guess I do
we
have,
don't want to lose the deal over 2 acres.
Can they negotiate a little bit more, talk or whatever?
yeah.
You know, I know, you know, in speaking with Mr. Shadrick, you know, what his intent is with the property, you know, is another, I mean, we have a housing crisis in our community, so, you know, having some housing put in there was, you know, like, that's intriguing to me as well. You know, I mean, we're still trying to home displace families from hurricanes. So, you know, housing opportunities are always appealing to me, but, you know, again, that's where we need to,
Good.
Well, I
Sorry.
did, but I think she may have answered it. I was going to ask Mr. Shadrick if you had an intention for the property, if you could elaborate on that.
So as you guys are aware, our county currently has a zoning set up to where you have to have at least 1 acre of property to put a septic tank on. So with it being 2.25 acres, I could have possibly 2 houses there. And as a farmer, I hate to see farmland being, you know, devoured up. So I figured, well, how am I going to be a solution to the problem? Buy some land in the city area more, you know, it's not technically incorporated, but it's going to be very hard to actually farm 2.25 acres in downtown metropolis of Pinetta. And so I figured that would be a good opportunity for it, you know, so that's my thoughts. And I do have a mobile home prepared and ready to go on the property if I get it, so. But
Thank you.
Thank you.
May I say something?
Yes.
And I totally understand what he's trying to do. It does impede our ability to get other folks there that we want that can drive a lot of jobs. That's all. It's a great idea, but at the same time, that's going to hurt our chances to get the right folks there. They love how it's set up, and these are very sensitive agencies.
Thank you.
I'd just like to say that I admire Mr. Shadrick. I think he's a young entrepreneur, very successful. But I'm going to go back again to the benefit of the community and the schools, the students. And we don't know how successful anything will be. You can't predict. Sometimes you can, but you never know about success anywhere. But I mean, I want what's best for the students and the community. And you're right, it does, the housing, there's no doubt about that. But it's just, I'd hate to, like Ms. Knight said, about impede your ability to do what you feel like would benefit the community too, so.
Ms. Hagan, do you have an opinion? Ms. Thompson? Mr. Carroll?
Well, I've talked to many people across the county, not just in District 4, but across the county. Their number one thing was jobs and people with families coming to our county. If you got jobs, people come. If you don't have them, people leave. It's, so that's the consensus of all the people, of the majority, not all now, but the majority of the people that I've talked to is that having jobs or the potential for jobs or any kind of potential for getting growth from families, not just from retired people, or so to speak. So, and the opportunity that for some of our students, it won't fit all of them, but it will fit some of them, and for them opportunities to be able to learn and to possibly get a good job in the district and learn about things at our school and how different people come in that's into our little rural community and speak. Listen, if it helps one, it's worth it to me. If it helps one to go on and be something, it's worth it to me. So anyway, that's just where I stand on that. It's what Mr. Kellett has proposed is something that's going to be a vital upgrade of our county, I think. And so that's where I stand with that.
And one more thought, this may be a little sentimentality, but that is a school that's been there for 100 years. I know it's no longer a school, but I'd still like, I think I'd feel, I don't know if you want to say better, if knowing that there was some type of education
Yes.
opportunities for somebody to take advantage of
Right.
in that building.
I agree.
I
I agree.
That might be just me.
No.
It stood
No.
for many years and it educated many people, and I'd like it to still be going on, but you know the story. So that,
Can I talk to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, what's going in there is going to be a multi-domain autonomous systems center of excellence. And in the military, center of excellence are their educational institutions. So at Fort Benning, you have the maneuver center of excellence. So a lot of training, a lot of teaching, a lot of classroom work, which is why That's important. So, but then also bringing our students in there to see that, which is really, it's going to be really interesting. So, yes, ma'am.
But I hate to see Mr. Shadrick being shut down.
Well, but I too, I want to commend you. No, but I do want to say, Mr. Shadrick, that I also commend you.
Yeah.
You have grown in, I know it's been bred in you because your parents are pillars of that community, and you're stepping in, as they are trying to take a step back, and you are continuously being a voice and a good representation for the community of Pinetta, and, I thank you for wanting to keep that community, moving in the right direction, so.
So for unless I hear anything different, the consensus is to rank Mr. Sam Kellett first and Mr. Tyler Shabrick second.
Yes, ma'am.
For the 2-acre parcel. Now we'll move on to the town of Greenville. So for the town of Greenville, we had the town of Greenville submit the $10 proposal offer, and then we also then had the True Wisdom present. So those were our two that were interested in the Greenville elementary
So
Yes,
as
Mrs.
Mrs. Knight has said, True Wisdom is not here tonight to represent themselves, so they have taken themselves out of the equation. So there's only one left, the town of Greenville.
I will rank Town of Greenville number 1 for that.
They have some wonderful plans, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do with it.
So I have our rankings then. I would like to propose that we have a special call board meeting next Monday.
So we're not going to vote on the meeting
No, ma'am.
tonight.
We'll have a special meeting to vote on these. And so we'll have the attorneys present.
Now,
So-
when we put these presentations forward, are we vote to give this to them, we are going to be moving forward with negotiation of contracts, correct?
Correct.
Because
So-
there's a lot of, like for me personally, we're gonna do this, there's a lot of protections and a lot of accountability that I want put in place, because for me, I'm looking at this from a fiduciary standpoint. Like, we're gonna give these buildings away, I wanna make sure that, what we are trying to do in this community and, what is trying to be developed in Greenville and, in these facilities, that we're holding these people accountable to it.
And in the community of Greenville, that already has a monetary investment because it was first purchased for the Greenville community doing segregation. So there is a monetary investment in it.
And I understand that. but-
And it should not have been taken away. It was bought for the town of Greenville, for the Greenville citizens anyway, from the very beginning. When it was segregation, there was nothing for black students. We had little schoolhouses here, there, and everywhere. Those two black men, right after the Depression, purchased that land for the betterment of Greenville. And they purchased that land with their personal money for Greenville. So
Well,
that's
and
all I'm
I-
saying. And all these things that you want to put in place, it has a historical value, and some things should be put in place, but then, all those proposals, they were good proposals by our senator and our representative, Tant and Corey. And then we have all kind of people, Department of Justice, Public Health, all those
Right.
people
And I understand
are
that.
willing to partner. So, before we put all these in place, you have to look at it now. For anything to excel, I don't see you putting anything in place with the other people who we ranked first.
No, I
Well-
want stuff in place for everybody
And
who
so,
is getting something.
in order for something to excel, it's gonna take at least 5 to 10 years to get it up off the ground. Any business, small business that you start up, all of us have been in business and start up small
But with all
businesses.
due respect, Ms. Hagan, we can't let a building sit there for 10 years and
It's not going to
dilapidate.
sit there for 10 years.
But again, that's
So
why
you-
we have to
Hey,
have accountability.
we'll
We
get
have to have
on.
accountabilities in
Can
place.
We'll
I,
get on it.
can I just say one thing? And this is the only thing that I personally am concerned about is I would like a first right of refusal if these buildings were to go up
That's
for sale.
exactly.
Correct. It's part
So,
of it.
So
I-
one of those,
That's above the, that's a stipulation.
so the proposals that we have.
But we're gonna have a
good
meeting on that,
proposals.
right? That'll be on the next,
Yes.
that'll be down the
Contract
road.
During next week,
Yes.
then that's when you'll put your stipulations in, so.
one thing we could do is we could, between Ms. Logan and myself, we could come up with some suggestions on what we've seen, stipulations from other contracts, and then give those to y'all, and y'all could pick and choose. We
Okay.
like this one, we like that.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
So next Monday, because there are some district obligations for one of the proposals, so would everybody be available at 5 PM or either noon?
Let me look
to
at
vote on the proposals?
I'd rather do 5, because that could bring in more people. I mean, someone may be working and they can maybe get there at 5.
Well, we're having this
5
workshop
o'clock.
for that. So,
Well, they still like to.
It don't really matter to me,
So does 5 PM work, next Monday work for everybody?
does me.
yes.
Okay, 5 PM
I don't
next
wanna
Monday.
change nothing. 5 PM
Yes,
Monday.
For a special meeting.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we had on our workshop.
That's all we got on the
So,
workshop.
we need to, say what we've proposed here. We proposed, what is it? For Lee and Pinetta,
Well, so
our
Mr.
first-
Sam Kellett for
Okay.
Lee and Pinetta.
and the second is,
For the 2-acre parcel,
Mhm.
it's Mr. Sam Kellett and then Mr. Tyler Shadrack.
Will be.
And then for the town of Greenville.
we have one
for the,
proposal.
For the town of Greenville for the Greenville School.
Thank you.
So if there's no further questions, we'll meet next Monday at 5 PM to accept these.
Anybody got anything?
I have no further
All right, we're gonna
questions.
adjourn the, school board workshop.